Hey everybody, it's Jim. Welcome to the Weekend Grabs and Reviews video. I'm going to show you a few of the items that I've gotten over the past couple of weekends and do a few movie reviews also. So let's get started. First off, got some pop figures. It's a Strain figure, The Master. If you haven't been watching this show, you need to be. It's a great series. This guy, I actually met him last year at a convention here. He's super huge. He's not the Master in the new season, but he very cool man. Very nice figure. We also got the Nosferatu figure, one of my faves from the old school. It's a really nice looking figure. Nosferatu. And last but not least, we got the New York Comic Con Iron Throne. It's kind of hard to see how cool this actually is. It's a larger than normal size, as you can see. So you can actually sit the characters from Game of Thrones in the Iron Throne, whoever you want to be in charge that week. This is, like I said, a New York Comic Con exclusive, and of course I didn't go out to the New York Comic Con, but this is a limited edition that is being distributed through Hot Topic. So I would suggest you run out and get one of these now. They will be gone soon if you do not. So that's it for the pop figures. Picked up some comics also. I got 1969 Captain Marvel number 11. Very clean copy. Couldn't pass it up. Not one of my favorites, but it was in such good shape. I just couldn't pass it up. I got Daredevil number 52. Another clean copy. This has the Black Panther. I've been trying to pick up some back issues, even though I have them with the Black Panther in lieu of the movie coming out, hoping that the comics will go through the roof. We'll see. I picked this one up at Half Price Books, $4. Couldn't pass that up. 1969, number 52. This one just caught my eye because it was so clean, so crisp. Not a big fan of the Cat comics, but it's number 2. I believe this is a 1972, probably 74 maybe. I'm not sure, but very clean copy. Also, they had 3 and 4, but I just opted for the number 2. Very clean. Also, in my search for Black Panther, I picked up the Spider-Man Marvel Team Up with Black Panther, number 20. It's a very nice copy. Hopefully that'll be worth a little bit more than I paid for it, $4. We got a Doctor Strange number 2, also in lieu of the movie coming out with Benedict Cumberbatch. I've got a couple of these and a couple of number 1s, but you never know. If they go through the roof, you could sell a couple of them or something. Nice clean copy. And also the Inhumans number 1. One of my favorites from the old school. Black Bolt. Love that character. Once again, beautiful crisp color. No creases. Just a nice book. Very nice. That does it for the comics. Okay, on to the movies. I picked up quite a few over the last couple of weekends. We'll start with this. The Liam Hemsworth new movie, Cut and Bank. This movie is about Liam Hemsworth's character has a girlfriend that wants to be a model or a spokesperson, and so she's entering a contest where she has to do a video. And so while they're out in the field videoing her submission, there is a mailman that is murdered in the background. And so he turns this video in as evidence that he caught the murder on tape. And there is a reward if you can actually turn in a video like this and catch the person that did it. The problem is you have to have the body of the mailman for there to actually be a crime. So the movie is about that. It's pretty good. I think it's going to be on Netflix soon, so if you don't want to spend the $10, $14, whatever it is, to pick it up, I suggest you check it out on Netflix. It wasn't bad. It had also had Billy Bob Thornton in it, and also Bruce Dern plays the mailman. It's a pretty good movie. Next, I had Return to Sender with Rosamund Pike. She was in Gone Girl. She played the wife in Gone Girl. This is their revenge movie. It also stars Nick Nolte. He plays Rosamund Pike's father in this movie. It's about a woman that she's single. Her friend hooks her up with a blind date. The guy shows up. He assaults her, but it turns out it actually wasn't the guy that was there for the blind date. It was just a guy that just happened to be there, and she thought it was her date. It's pretty slow in the middle. Not much payoff at the end. It's kind of weird, but it's worth checking out if you want to just grab it on Netflix once again when it hits it. I wouldn't spend the $14 for it. It's your typical revenge movie. It does have a couple of twists in it, but nothing that makes it over the top. Also, Kevin Bacon in Cop Car. This is a new release. I believe it came out either this Tuesday or last Tuesday. Kevin Bacon is a cop that his car is stolen by a couple of kids, a couple of 10-year-old kids. They're out just doing kid things, practicing their curse words, stealing police cars, things like that. And so they steal his police car, go on a joyride, and there's some turns and stuff that you wouldn't suspect, and the boys really, really get in trouble for more than just stealing a police car. It's got kind of slow again in the middle. It picks up towards the end, kind of ends abruptly. It'll be on Netflix. Check it out there. Once again, I hate to sound like a broken record, but really, I wouldn't spend the $10, $14 for this. Check it out in theaters, then if you or in Netflix, and then if you like it, go ahead and pick it up and add it to your collection. Kind of slow, kind of predictable. There are some twists in it, but not enough to make it a quick addition to your collection. Next, we have some. Actually, let's do this one first. We Are Still Here. Loved it. This is a horror movie, of course. You can tell by the box. I went to Best Buy to pick this up on Blu-ray, and they were out. It came out Tuesday. Saturday, they were all gone. They're on back order, so I went ahead and bit the bullet and got just the standard DVD at Walmart for $10 because I had to see it. It's a story about a house that there were some people that were murdered there, and of course, every 30 years or so, they come back to collect souls to make them rest for another 30 years. Great special effects. It's kind of creepy. It's like The Conjuring in the middle. It's just kind of like suspenseful, but then it does get gory towards the end. So, be prepared for that. But it's a great story. I thought this was probably the pick of the litter. It's very good. I would suggest if you like horror movies to check this one out. Let me know in the comments below if you feel the way I do. I think it's probably a good movie for anybody's horror collection. Older movie, Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer. This is a movie about Henry Lee Lucas. He was a serial killer from 1960 to I believe 1982. It's played by Michael Rooker. He's been in Guardians of the Galaxy, of course, Walking Dead. It's a pretty scary, creepy movie, all because there's people like this out there. It's not like We Are Still There, where it's just some made-up pretend stuff. These people walk among us. So that's what makes this so scary. I would suggest, if you haven't seen this, check out the trailer to see if it's your taste. Like I said, it's an older movie, so the style and the video itself is just something more old school. Don't be looking for any kind of special effects or any great dialogue or anything like that. It's all about the story. So if you like those kind of things, check out the trailer on YouTube, and then check this out if that piques your interest. So pretty good. I haven't seen this next movie in years. I actually saw it at the video store. Thought about picking it up. Checked my list on Dropbox to see if I actually had it, because I thought I had it, because I felt like I had seen it not too long ago, but I did not have it. So I picked it up. And if you don't have this movie in your collection, since I have it in mine now, if you don't have it in yours, you have no soul. This is a great Robin Williams movie. It's older. It's got let's see, I'm trying to remember what her name is. Glenn Close. I'm sorry. This is Glenn Close's first movie, actually, theatrical release. She'd been in a couple of series and a TV movie, but this is her first actual theater movie. She plays Garp's mother, of course. World According to Garp. Robin Williams. It just starts as his life as a baby, and then goes through all the things that he goes through in his life, and all the people he comes across, and how he deals with that. And it's just such a great movie. It's a little over 2 hours long, So you're going to have to invest some time in it. Hopefully you've seen it before. If you haven't, you owe it to yourself to check it out. If you have seen it, you owe it to yourself to check it out again. It's a great movie. I recommend it highly. Last but not least, Abbott and Costello Meet the Monsters. This actually has Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein, Abbott and Costello Meet the Invisible Man, Abbott and Costello Meet the Mummy, and Abbott and Costello Meet Jekyll and Hyde. And the movie Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein, it actually has Dracula and Frankenstein, and I believe Dracula also. See, Dracula, Frankenstein, and there was one other, and I can't remember who else makes an appearance in this one. But if you haven't seen these, they're great. The video on these, it's not 3D, or it's not Blu-ray, of course, but the video for the time, the tape was awesome. So it's a very clean picture. 4 movies on 2 discs. Walmart, $14.99. You can't pass this up, especially for the Halloween season. Check these out. This would be a good weekend marathon for you. Highly recommend this as well. That's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this weekend grabs and reviews tape. If you did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.